Okay, so we're actually doing a live demo here, and we're actually in the car. So I'm going to log in. Okay, so we're in here. We go to the load screen, and we've got a load from yesterday, so let's just do a sync and see what we've got. Okay, so here we are. This is actually the job I wanted. So we'll click on that. We'll click start the job, and now you can go to the route options. And on this, what we're going to do is we're going to do the Google. We're going to do a chained navigation, and what we're going to do is start the chain navigation. So what happens here is the device sends the first location, and off we go. So just to sort of keep you informed as we go along, what we've got here is the pass-through points, and that's really what this demonstration is all about. So just bear with me. Okay, so pass-through points, what really happens here is in the back end of the website, the planner would be setting the pass-through waypoints. So these are sort of waypoints where you would direct your vehicle maybe away from a low bridge, or possibly a water course that you don't want to go through, or maybe away from a town centre. Make sure that your driver's on the right road. So what happens is there's a geofence, and that's like a circle around a destination, and as we pass through each one of these points, it should automatically sort of move to the next point. Now, should that not happen, what happens is the driver can sort of hot button by pressing either navigate or skip. So skip would, if the driver does the skip button, then it skips that waypoint and just moves to the next position on the list of destinations to go to. So I'm looking at the map now and following the map, and we will be coming up to the first waypoint perhaps in a minute or so. So normally you just maybe have one or two different waypoints on the destination that you're going to, really, and that just directs the driver off a certain road and onto another road that you want them to go to. So the first waypoint is coming up now, and it should direct us to the next waypoint afterwards. So this is a waypoint that's been set. It's a manual waypoint, and it says here that we're approaching the junction 28 on the M1. So it should kick in a second. Okay, I've just got to slow down for the traffic lights. Okay, that's clicked through just now and sent through the next destination, and so that's the waypoint passed, and that's So it's automatically set the next destination, which is another waypoint, and as we pass through the next waypoint we should enter the geofence. It should acknowledge that we've reached a close destination to that point, and it should move to the next one. So that's really how the waypoints work, but we are going to continue with this demonstration just so you can see the map being moved, the geofence being activated, and also that you've got the buttons here which are skip and navigate. So you can let's say that you had a detour, you had to go a certain different route and you wanted to get back onto the navigate section. You could press navigate, it would take you to the next available destination. Following the map here, we've got I can see the next waypoint coming up. Okay, so as we approach the waypoint, what you'll find is that the geofence will be entered, and it's before you reach the point is when we would activate it. So here we go in a second. Okay, here we go, and the next waypoint. So again we can see the waypoint coming up, and here we're doing about 60 miles an hour, and it will activate the waypoint and move us to the next waypoint. So the idea is behind this that you would be able to set waypoints for your drivers to pass through, and they don't have to handle the sat-nav at all. So we're trying to get to the point where it's mostly automatic, and if you do the chain navigation it will navigate to the next available slot, and it also moves up manually. So as you go through the point and that point is passed, the cards that pass through points move up one. So you can see that we've passed one point, we've just got another one coming up. Okay, there we go, and we're on the last waypoint now. So we've managed to get through. We're on the third waypoint here. We're on the last manual waypoint. So this is another automatic waypoint to pass through. Slightly longer than the other ones, but it just gives you an idea of what it's like in the driving seat, driving along and having the sat-nav automatically move to the next point. So you don't have to have these waypoints. These are the points that you decide to put in if you want them. So they are optional. certainly just have a destination, and it would then navigate to that destination. So these waypoint and geofencing sort of points that you pass through are purely optional, and they are configured in the back end of the website, so the driver's not setting the waypoints at all. These are set for the driver, and if the driver decides he doesn't want the waypoints, he's quite happy just to skip them and go straight to the destination. And then what we're going to do is arrive at the destination, and it's a delivery, so we'll run through that when we get there. So I can now see the next waypoint that we're going to. Just got some traffic lights to navigate through here. So we're on the last Geofence navigation point here. We're just approaching it. It'll sense that we're approaching. It'll mark it as being passed, and will automatically select the next destination. So there's no hands-on. There we go. Moves up, sends the new destination. So hopefully that gives you a clear sort of view of what happens with waypoints, and it's for directing your drivers maybe on the right road away from the town centre, because what happens is sometimes sat-navs tell you to go through the town centre or city centre to get to where you want to go, and you may want to direct your drivers straight away from the on a road away from the town, just to get on maybe onto a dual carriageway. So we're approaching the destination here. So as the driver manages to reach the destination or the location, we'll just so we've arrived. Okay, so here we are, I've just arrived. So I'm going to do mark arrived, and I'm going to deliver the goods, and now I can sort of either mark it failed or I could mark it complete. So I'm going to mark it complete, and that's all the tasks done. All the waypoints have been passed, so the routing was successful, and now I can complete the job. Okay, so the job's completed. So that sort of ends the demonstration here. Any questions, feel free to send me a mail, get in contact or anything like that. Thank you.